Echo, and we have Zinzao mid. And Pike.
Yep.
All of these are first timed for the split.
I think we
Jace
have seen a
top?
Pike, haven't we?
Oh, maybe we have.
I'm not sure, but
It wasn't very memorable if we did.
no. Yeah, Halo Blades sends out mid, as you said. 3 Halo Blades on that team. And WSL on the Echo, I do like that, right? Like, that feels very fitting for him, playing kind of an AP, selfish carry jungler. The Dewish team, they invade level 1. Will be matched on the other side. But I am a little worried because I feel like while Echo jungle is better than Echo mid, I feel like Echo still kind of has to have a lot of presence on the map this game to make up for his weak lanes, right? Like, I feel like the Kai'Sa Pike should fall behind in the 2v2, although if they can split the map, this would be a very good way to do it. I actually really like this from Dewish team. I think if they can, J-Team should try to defend this.
Oh, they certainly are.
Ooh. Are they going to give it up, though? It looks like they will. I think this is really good for Dewish team. It allows them to kind of have safety on this side of the map, as well as play aggressive in the 2v2. And I think Gwen, JP, he'll probably be mostly fine on the other side of the map. So I think Dewish team have actually kind of solved some of the problems, at least. What happened to Minji's health?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think Xiao2 got pretty angry.
Yeah.
Now, all right, tell me. I don't suspect you've played this matchup particularly much.
No, I haven't played this one.
So, how do you reckon it goes then? Theory craft this for me.
Well,
Zinzao is there.
I think Zinzao should win pre-6. Like, you can see, Azir can't really walk up because to use soldier autos means to be in range of the, I think it's called Wind Becomes Lightning. I actually know a couple of these abilities.
Wow.
Oh, level 2. Oh, hook
That's
on
the hook. Bruce going to have to commit flash. Good start here for Dewish team.
Big Tomaskis onto Bruce.
Could be a dive.
Yeah, I like it. And I mean, there can be no counter coming out. I don't think either solo lane will want a TP either. This is really well set up for a bot lane disaster. They hit level 2. And unable to kind of use that Lucian Milio's strength is a big deal. WSL, I hope he walks back bot because I think this should be free.
He's just sitting there.
Yeah, I like it. Right. They're in trouble.
It will take a lot of execution. There's no good way to drop tower aggro. Oh, okay. Hooked. Actually, it's his first. Oh, this is a disaster.
Oh, no, not
this
like
is a disaster. It's first blood given over to Bruce.
Okay, Driver did use his TP. Now, he managed to crash the wave, so it's not too bad for him. Can honestly just take this as a reset. But yeah, that was kind of disastrous, I feel like.
Hooked out of the parallel convergence into immediate death.
Very misexecuted.
The only person on the rally out of the 3 that was low was Inhao, who tanks the tower shot, takes the Milio Lucian damage as well as the tower, and just goes down. And I think with that, this bot lane is going to look fairly over.
I feel like this is a free game. Can't we just have the Pike E forward? I feel like the Pike just E's forward. If Lucian dashes, he has nowhere to go.
I think the hook's what ruined it.
Yeah.
In fairness, they did get teleport out of Driver now, so should be an advantage up in this top lane, although CS is actually even still.
Yeah, well, Driver still managed to crash the wave, so I don't think it's super, good for JP. It's just fine. And all things considered, Bruce being the one to come out with first blood is insane. I think Dewish team, that was a free dive and just horribly misexecuted it. So far, good signs, I guess, for J-Team, who are ahead in lanes that they perhaps shouldn't be. And mid lane, Minji was forced to TP.
Wow, okay, there's 3 people now onto Xiao2. He's going to have to flash away, but Skarner isn't looking like he's able to land the stun. In fact, won't, but Xiao2 walks backwards and just takes a death. Wow.
At this point, I am wondering a little what Bro is doing. Because I feel like Xiao2 could have just walked out, and also you have to know that there's people around, right? Like, I feel like Minji trying to crash that wave, it's very obvious that there are people with him, especially because I think they were kind of coming off base, right? I really think you can expect people to be there. Unfortunately, Xiao2 goes a bit too far, is heavily punished for it. And top lane trades, I'm not sure these are good for Driver because JP still has TP and Driver does not.
Yeah, does look okay for top, at least for now for JP, but the rest of the map already falling apart. We're 5 minutes in and it's a 1k almost gold lead as Lalva will spot out WSL, and I favor the Skarner here.
Yeah, he might just beat him up, although and now is
Looking,
nearby.
hook goes wide, good dodge there for Larva. We'll have to give over those wolves, but it's now Inso as well as Bruce arriving to this little skirmish. Damage found. WSL getting low. Minji should look to try and capitalize.
Yeah, I think he's a goner.
Oh,
he
flash.
flashes. I think he's still dead, no?
Parallel convergence is coming out.
Ooh.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
Minji, nice Shurima shuffle there. Will manage to find himself that kill as Yaltu really questionably walks into this river, is going to commit that Xin Zhao ult and go down as well. It's 4 kills found for J-Team. And if you needed to win early, you certainly have not done that. Drive, I don't know if you want to...
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think he's... Oh, he does have flash. Okay, he's flashed away. He should be okay now.
Ooh, okay. Well, he gets out. But just so much movement speed advantage there for the Gwen.
Yeah.
Had that base, tier 2 boots, Ghost as well. J-Team.
Bruce, nice dodge out there of that stun, but what damage can be found? Inhal trying to do what damage he can, but it's ultimately Enso and Bruce who are going to be picking up this 2v2 kill. Pepero going down. It's a 2-0-2 Lucian and 2-0-1 Azir already.
Yep. And I think we did say before that Dewish team with their comp, they were going to win hard or lose hard early. They've even got the lethality Kai'Sa coming through. And I think we know which one it is at this point. I think they are going to lose this fairly early. Although the goal's not unrecoverable by any means. It's just your lanes are not in a good spot.
Yeah, maybe besides from top. Top looking okay.
Yeah.
Although,
WSL.
this fight, there is no
flash
needle
on driver.
work.
I think he's good.
Oh, dodges out of the parallel convergence. Should be okay now. As WSL taking a lot of damage. Oh, if that shock blaze lands, he might have even got the kill.
Yeah. It was very, very close. Didn't have the Dirk. I think WSL might have lived, but Lava would have been able to clean him up. And just wants to make sure that this wave does crash. We're going to replay on what happened bot. I think at this point, the window has kind of been missed for the Dewish team bot lane. You can see just how much damage Pepper takes there. Doesn't really get the opportunity to auto-attack at all. Maybe now a regank towards top. I think Lava might have been spotted. Maybe not, though, because JP continuing to play pretty aggro. And WSL has recalled, so needs to be really careful.
Lava has Impale available. Driver does miss that shock blade.
Well, Lava's
shock
level
blast even.
5.
True, actually, does not have Impale available. I've lied.
And 2 Dirks for the side of Dewish team. I mean, they want to get stuck in early. But just might already be too late. This J-Team's bot lane, they want to try and get aggressive. They should know, though, that WSL will be on this side of the map soon. And with Skarner, with Lava, still on that top side, trying to hit that level 6. Maybe just want to play it a bit slower down here.
Dewish are about to have 3 Dirks and a Hectic alternator. That is about as early game as you could ever get.
Yeah, that's a lot of early game damage.
I mean, maybe at the Dirk. Maybe if you were to find a win, it has to come through from these items, but it does feel doomed as Pepero is left there by himself, does have his ult available. Bruce not having it at the time, manages to ping it off one of these minions that go down, but WSL in the area now. He is being proactive, hasn't been able to find any success, however. Oh, Xiaotu has gone forward and he is
What a combo.
gone for a trap.
Yeah. Wow, what an absolute combo. Now,
Yeah,
bot
WSL
lane,
coming down though, Bruce.
I think
Bruce
J-Team win
Ignite
this.
used is going to take fairly good play out of them, but fairly good play is coming out, and that's going to be the Milio ultimate use, Breath of Light, but Lava turns up, he's going to land a slow as Bruce picks up his killing spree there onto WSL. I don't know what to say.
Tragic, really. And I feel like so much of this stems from that level 3 dive, right? Because Bruce is so accelerated, and really, he should have been almost out of the game, I feel like.
Yeah.
And just that tragic misexecution cost him so much. Here, I think even looking at this, I don't see how Dewish team win this, to be honest.
Look at that damage.
There's double level 6 here. WSL hits it as well, but with no pike ult, they're really lacking the finisher. And just can't deal enough damage. The Milio buys so much time for Lava to just walk all the way down. Driver almost dies top. A lot of this does stem from his early TP bots. It's kind of expected. But it didn't really make a difference for bot, right? He kind of did it reactively.
Yeah.
Crown picked up from Minji. I honestly think kind of makes sense. If you don't die here, there's just no way to lose, right?
Yeah, well, you're against Kai'Sa, what is going to be lethality Kai'Sa, a pike, a Xin Zhao and an Echo. I think this is probably, if there ever was a crown game, it's here.
Yep.
Not particularly easy for them to get out of him either.
No.
Really have to land a Kaiser W, which isn't going to be all that reliable.
No, W's how he's going to look on top. Driver's flash is not up just yet, and I think Driver could be in trouble here.
Yeah, it does have phase rush. Is going to dodge out of the stun at least. Is running, but yeah, his flash coming up very shortly, but the flash forward should confirm this kill going over, although Lalva just a little bit too late there. It is a kill found going over to WSL. You do have to feel a little bit too late, however. Yeah,
it's a much needed pickup, and it does stop a perfect game from potentially coming in. But I really don't think it changes the game.
In-how. Wow.
Culling was available, but would have just been traded for a flash, you imagine. And Bruce has got his Milio behind him. Could be the engaging.
That's the second time Pikehook has brought someone out of a potential ability landing.
And I just realized, I feel like today we've seen more melee mids than we've perhaps seen the entire split. We've seen a Xin Zhao, 2 silences. I know before we've seen 1 Akali. I think that might have been it. Maybe, did we see another Silas another day? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Zhao 2's played Silas and Akali. He played Static Shift's Silas, I believe, day 1.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, okay. Hook goes wide, even if it hits. Feels like probably just would have been flash. But unfortunately, Dewish team bleeding out rather quickly, losing in all 3 lanes. Although top is relatively even. It's unfortunate, I think, that JP didn't get the kill.
Oh, reaction times there. And it is going to be Lalva suppressing up. WSL does have that ult available. Should be able to go back. But it's going to be Xiao 2 flashing forward, getting Emperor's divided, and just absolutely annihilated. 0-4-0 on the Xin Zhao. 12 minutes in. All right, how many deaths do you reckon is going to happen? We've seen his Yone reach 12, I believe it was.
I'm going to say 9.
9?
Yeah. I think that there is not many champs more useless than a 0-4 lethality Xin Zhao.
Oh, at least they're trying new things, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, hey, eventually something has to work, and then they can just keep running that. They wanted to take inspiration from Hellpigs, but I'm just not sure if Xin Zhao mid's the way. And to be honest, the entire comp is a bit wonky, especially when they had the Jace Kaiser available to them. You know, we could have just done Jace Kaiser and then played Echo Jungle, right? Like, I actually don't think that would be too bad. But they cook a bit too much. Maybe they have too many oddball picks on one team.
This is actually just... I'm still blown away with the champions we're seeing here in this game.
Doesn't seem real.
No, this is a fever dream.
Well, WSL, he doesn't have ult this time.
Yeah, crown available for Minji though. This is going to be Inso arriving in time, giving Minji some heals as well as damage. WSL goes down, that's a 4th now for Minji as Bruce turns up. Culling used, in-how does have flash available for him, is going to have to use it. I feel bad, like, some of this was brought on by in-how. Hold up, we are going to see a fight up top. Driver maybe looking like the weak link in this game is going to be okay. Does have to commit that flash though, potential avenue for WSL later. But as I was going to say, at least some of this game was brought on from the bot lane. It feels like in-how playing that dive fairly poorly.
Yeah.
But in terms of Pepero, I feel bad for this guy, man. He's not even had a bad game for himself. He's just been following up on what the team's doing.
And no, it doesn't feel like there's that much he can do. And JP as well. I mean, I feel like a lot of his lead came from that TP. Speaking of, a TP comes in from JP.
Yeah, JP is coming in. That is going to be followed up, though. Driver does get the Eclipse. The Pike ult goes wide, and Bruce going to be not long for this world. But what can they find off it? It's going to be Bruce going down. It's 3 strong. Minji here. Ult comes through from this Echo. Inso looking like he'll go down 2, but the Emperor's Divide comes through. Finds 3. And Minji's trying to get the damage. in-how living on 1. It's going to be Xiao 2 suppressed up there from that Impale as Minji should have the damage here to finish it off. But that hook makes things interesting. Triple kill, looking for the Quadra. The abilities will be up, but the kill will be taken.
And there has been 17 kills in 15 minutes. We've got more than a kill per minute and a 7-0 Azir here already. If you didn't think this game was done, I think you do now.
I thought this game was done.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, Driver, you kind of mentioned before, does seem like the weak link in this game, but a lot of that is just from his TP, I feel like. And I kind of like this. It's a proactive play from Dewish team. You've got a lot of flanks coming in. The first Pike ult, though, did not succeed, which I think is a... Or did it? No, it didn't.
No.
First pike ult did not succeed, which is a lot of missing damage in this fight. So I almost think that if they have pike ult, this might just be a winning fight. They also grouped up a lot for that Azir ult, and Minji, he's so accelerated already, and this is kind of the perfect fight for an Azir, where you've got your conk or your tempo stacked up super early, and you're kind of the last one to be looked at. You just get to hit everyone for free, no damage at all. WSL.
Oh, back to live. WSL now. Culling will not find the kill.
Yeah, he will get out. Ghost Blade on Zhao2.
This guy's
It
cooking.
is a bit funny.
Doesn't have his boots yet, though. So.
Well, allows him to go down a bit
Oh, Bruce
faster.
is going forward into Pipero. Is going to be impaled landed. That should be Pipero going down. And needlework coming out from JP. Not going to have the damage for that as Driver does arrive here with his teleport. Minji! Oh, looks like he might have
Maybe
been
he thought he had
stopped.
flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he thought he had flash. He was probably getting flashbacks of his own play from before.
That's right.
Wanted to make another big one, but
Okay.
things rapidly falling apart.
I
here.
think record game pace so far the split was in day one, CFO over Hal Pigs. I think it was like 19 minutes and 30 something
I was
seconds.
thinking that too, 1930.
And so we could be on pace here. I mean, it's going to be hard. Maybe next Rift Herald. To be fair, I think if you get next Rift Herald, there's literally no wave clear outside of Gwen ult.
Yeah, no, if you can get Herald and go down, it would be good. I would be a little sad if it ends too soon because Zhao2's only at 6 deaths, not my predicted 9. So we've got to pump those numbers up first. But
This is insane, man.
yeah, I mean, this is the kind of the reality of Dewish Team's comp, though. There's not much else they can do other than fight, and they are really behind, right? So they are just going to die a lot from this point. And this could have been very different, right? Like, you could easily, if some of those bot plays, especially the first dive, had gone different, I could see the scoreline flipped on its head with this kind of comp. It's just, it's going to win hard or lose hard no matter what when you've got these sorts of champs.
Especially with that teleport that came through. You would have lost bot and perhaps lost top as well at the same time.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Driver looked like the weak member of the team. He is up CS. He's also got himself a kill. Even scoreline with this Gwen. Definitely not weak at all. Just perhaps not as strong as the 704 Azir or the 614 Lucian.
No, Minji could be looked at, but he feels so safe. Yeah. Wow, look how long that is.
Yeah, that was limit testing there with the Azir shuffle. All right, it is going to be Herald.
Are they going to go for the record?
You've got a minute 30. It's possible. It will be
Yeah.
hard though. Zhao2, he's coming in. Here comes the man. It's going to go down. As Bruce picks up 2. Cleaned up by WSL, but it's 2 down. Rift Herald picked up. Driver now looking for his kills of his own. Actually, is turned around. Nice shield there from the Milio, but it's going to be ultimately the Impale on WSL finding another kill for themselves. And he's not done. He's after Pepero.
No, he's got the Herald, though. I think this could be it, J-Team. They've got to kind of hustle if they want.
Got a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no, don't do that.
all right. It's not going to be the
No.
record pace.
They're going to play it safe. Don't need to rush. Up 10,000 gold, though.
7. 7 is the number thus far.
I mean, yeah, he seems to be... He wants to... I'm not sure what he wants to do.
By the way, what are the Merc treads for?
That's a good question. I think he literally bought it for Magic Resist.
My solo queue game a week ago, I had a Zinzao that went Moby Boots full crap. Maybe Zhao2 needed to do that.
Yeah, the Moby Boots could have been the play. But it looks like Minji is working on a Shadow Flame now. Probably just feels like, again, game isn't going to go long enough to get a Rabadons. So just wants that damage right now. As coming into this bot lane here is Hex Drinker on Bruce. So even more unkillable than before. And they still have this Herald. So where are they going to put it? I mean, maybe bot lane and just try and siege that down.
11k gold deck gap.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Oh, WSL, he's being looked
Yeah,
at.
WSL taking so much damage. Look how much damage Bruce does. It's going to have to be that ult committed, but he will be going down. In the top lane, we see 7. Will we see 8? No.
Wow.
He manages to get out.
Even without the Mobies, he is pretty fast. Okay, this tower is gonna fall, I feel like. I wonder if they'll save Herald for when they get Baron, or if they'll just drop it now. Okay, they drop it now, and I think this is
should
the end
be
him
the game.
falling. I'm not sure they can get the game with it. I mean, maybe. It depends how hard they push.
Well, how are you supposed to defend?
I feel like once Echo spawns, they can clear the wave. They can Gwen ult it as well. But it's definitely an inhib.
Driver has teleport.
I want them to keep pushing. But
Yeah,
I don't
they're
think
not
they
going
will.
to. That's all right.
That's
I mean,
one.
the game is in a fast pace anyway. I'm sure we're going to see another Dewish team engage. These guys, despite the scoreline, are not scared.
It feels like there is really nothing to lose at this point. You might as well go for some sort of crazy engage.
Well, here it comes. Parallel Convergence will not find Bruce. He does manage to get away with that as a lot of fighting going on. It's the needlework, but it's going to be the Impale found onto JP who goes down. And they're recalling.
Really? Well, Driver has TP.
Driver, yep, does
he can
have
come
TP,
back. I
okay.
think they can end this time.
Brew! Oh my
Wow.
God, that was some damage as he's going forward, still flashes. Perhaps not what you want, but it's going to be the Breath of Light keeping him nice and safe. Oh, WSL going 1v5. Just go down. All right, Xiaotu, it's your turn, buddy.
Look how many kills there are. 29 kills there. Xiaotu, surely he gets stuck in.
He's got to.
There's
Look,
no
a low
KDA
health,
at this point.
There's a low health Milio right there, pal.
Come on. Get stuck in.
Oh, Empress Divider. Oh, no,
No.
Minji.
Wait.
Oh,
they get out.
that could have been two more. Oh, well.
Well, what a game.